Hey, lovelies. Give me just 1 second. So today we're going to do a 30-minute midday reset. This is designed for anyone at work or anyone who has been holding a posture for all day long. First thing we're going to do is unring our working body. Now this can be anyone who works at a desk. This can be anyone who drives. This can be anyone who does art, crafts. This posture we call the desktop posture. And in order to unring this, we start at our wrists. When our wrists are like this, the carpal tunnel is compressed. Whereas if we simply open them, palms facing up, that takes some tension and relaxes the wrists. The second thing we do to unring our seated posture is our arms compress our chest and our arms are rotated in. So to unring seated posture, palms come up, the biceps go out, and then we lengthen the arms. That gives some space in our side chest to breathe. Fun fact, the muscles in between our chests are meant to expand. So we'll start here with some breathing. This is also a great way to exercise our abdominals and the parts of our spine that support, or the muscles that support our spine. So let's take a nice inhale. Inhale into the sides of the chest. Inhale into the pelvis, low back. Relax the pelvis. Arms open. And then on an exhale, let's work out our abs. On an exhale, we lift the low belly and low back, navel. We press the abdominals in as our exhale continues and we melt the top of the body. Great. So now let's do some inhales. We relax the pelvis, inhale into the low back, expand the sides of the chest, and unring our arms and shoulders by having the palms face up a little bit away from the chest. Great. And now we'll exhale. By exhaling, we lift the navel. We start to compress the abdominals and we melt the torso. Great job. Inhale, relax the pelvis, expand the sides of the chest. Crown of the head up. Lovely. And then let's exhale, lift the low belly and low back, compress the abdominals in. Great. Now let's inhale again, relax the pelvis, expand into the open chest. We were bringing some space into our chest, settling that threat response, that stress from the day gives us, and then we exhale, start to compress the abdominals and melt the shoulders, face, and arms. Once again, inhale, relax the pelvis, breathe into the low back and the low ribs, expanding the sides of our chest, shoulders down. And then exhale, we press the navel in, we lift it up, we melt the top of our body. Great. Now that we brought some movement into our body by breathing, we're going to practice what? Standing up. This might sound simple, but when we have long-held postures like this, we're actually training our body to adapt to not moving. So what do we need to do in order to bring some movement into our life? We have to get up out of the chair. So that's what we're going to practice right now, how to get up and out of the chair and down back into the chair to protect our spine. So we'll start with an inhale, relax the pelvis, low back slightly forward. We don't want it collapsed. We don't want it rounded. slight low back. And then on an exhale, we get that abdominal engagement, lean forward, weight into our feet, and then stand up, lifting the low belly, letting the hips come forward, glutes descend. So we just stood up with that navel engagement, protecting our low back, making it easier to stand up. And now we're spacing out, we're stretching the hip flexors that get chronically tight when we sit like this all day long. Great. And now that we practice standing up, let's practice sitting down in a way that protects our low back. So a lot of people are like this all day long. What we want to do is we want to bend the knees, hinge at our our hips by sticking out our glutes a little bit, gentle low back tilt, and then we're going to inhale, relaxing the pelvis, but we're inhaling into the low back to protect, give that the air supports our spine, and we sit down right on our sit bones, not on our tailbone. We want to sit down on our sit bones. Great. And now we're going to practice what? Standing back up again. So inhale, we're relaxing, letting out tension, only as much tension as feels good. Too much tension relief can hurt or can be inaccessible. So we breathe in whatever tension release works for you. And then we exhale, we lift the navel, we press in the abs, we lean forward, hand weight into the feet, low back slightly curved, and then lift from the pelvis. Hips come forward slightly, glutes go down, low belly lifts, glutes go down. We bend the knees to protect the low back, take some of the load out of the low back. We lift the low belly. And now I'm going to teach you a secret. How to actually stretch out the back of your neck. Sorry, 1 second. One of my cameras is freaking out. Okay, great. So how do we stretch out the low back or the neck? People think this is stretching the back of the neck. It stretches the front of the neck. It actually collapses the vertebrae in our neck. So what we want to do, nice long spine, and we take our gaze completely level and we move our jaw back in space. Level gaze, move the jaw back. Shoulder tips of the shoulder blades go down the spine, low belly lifts. Once again, jaw back in space. Do you see how long the back of my neck is compared to this or this? This stretches out and strengthens our upper back. And now lengthen the spine. Let's practice sitting down. Sorry. Let's practice sitting down again. So to sit down, what we're going to do is we inhale into our low back, our pelvis. We stick out the glutes for a gentle low back curve, and then we sit on down. Great. We just sat down properly. We'll do this a few more times. Now, exhale, lift the abdominals, slight low back, shift forward as long as you experience no pain. Weight into the feet, and we come on up. Low belly lifts, hips slightly forward, knees bent. Jaw in, shoulder blades down, arms open. This is literally the pose that unrings any sort of seated, long-held, slouching posture. We have our arms like this, away from the chest, and we have our low belly up, our glutes down, our hips stretching, the back of our neck long. Great, we just reverse engineered sitting, slouching posture. So now that we practice sitting up and standing, we're training to get moving. We're training to get out of the seat. Our work, our hobbies have our body training for all day long. And now let's get some tension release. So our bodies are, well, here, we'll get started first. Legs a little bit apart. knees slightly bent, take tension out of the torso, and just we'll gently swing side to side. Now, engage, get those toe tips, shoulders, face, and neck. We're going to do some natural swinging. And why is moving so in a silly, free form way actually one of the best things you can do to fight body tension? It's because our bodies were designed to move. Our joints get lubricated by getting different forces, different stresses, different engagements from gravity acting on them. Our muscles wake up, pump blood by small engagements throughout the day. Whereas if we have a fixed posture or a repetitive posture, that takes movement, varied movement out of our body. So right now we're just bringing some tension release, and this is also helping to protect and reset our joints for the day. So now that we did that side one, let's get some arm moving up. Don't go too far up because a lot of our rotator cuffs don't naturally are pretty tight. So going all the way up can be painful. Also, when we're swinging our arms like this, have them a little bit away and our palms forward. So bend the knees, stick the glutes out, slight bend, long spine, and we'll just use the momentum of our body to unring, floss out some of the tension. Now, why do we want our arms like this? We are rotating the shoulders open because it protects tissue that would otherwise be smothered by our collarbones. I think this is the acromion. When we rotate out, it's not under, we have space in the shoulders. So great. We are moving light, organic, to take some tension out of the body, engage muscles that have been asleep all day long, and lubricate our joints. Great. So now that we have some tension out of the body, we can do a little bit more focused engagement. Have a chair. The only props we need for this work reset is a chair. So grab a chair or have some sort of level surface. Have the seat of the chair near you. And what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to pick things up. Remember when we learned how to stand from a seat? Now we're going to do a really simple thing on how to pick things up. This is great for service workers, for nurses, for tattoo artists, for everyone. We want to learn how to protect our spine while leaning forward. So to do that, we're gonna, surprise, surprise, bend our knees, have a slight low back tilt. We're gonna have a long spine by taking our shoulders down, lifting our abs. Our abs right now are especially our low ribs. We wanna press up to keep our spine supported. Jaws into the neck, crown of the head long. Bend, once again, bend knees, low back, slight tilt, strong abdominals, shoulders down, jaw into the spine. So we inhale, time to move, long spine comes down, hinge at the hip crease, and what? We are picking something up. We're not having a rounded back. That's going to herniate our discs later. Our discs are protected. We're using our glutes. Glutes stick out. Glutes have amnesia. When we sit, they turn off. That's why we want to stick them out. Low back down. Glutes up. We just pick something up. Now, let's stand. Engage the navel. Lift the low back. Low belly, keep the curve there, stand up like we've been practicing all class, low belly lifts. We dropped our cell phone on the chair. How do we get it without fucking up our low back, messing up our low back? Sorry. we have a slight tilt, right? We stick out our glutes, our navel, the space in between our low belly and low back lift, our shoulders are down, our abdominals engage long spine, bend the knees, hinge at the hips, lean forward. Oh, we just picked up our cell phone again. We protected our low back. We're inhaling into here. Then to get back up, we exhale, we lift the navel, we lengthen our body, hips come forward. And now let's go back down. Hinge at the hips, glutes slightly out, bend the knees, long spine. And this time our hands are gonna come to either side of the chair or like this. I prefer either side of the chair because this can be really hard on the wrists. So this is where I like to practice. We want a long spine. To do that, we need to bend the knees so that our low back is not rounded. We want to bend the knees enough so that our glutes can stick out. Our abdominals are lifting into the spine, jaw into the neck. Now we're going to do some cat-cows. To do that, we inhale into the pelvis, getting the belly as big as possible, shoulder blades down the spine, chest forward, jaw into the neck. Inhale, and then exhale, we start to compress the abdominals. Now we are going to round the low back only so far as you don't have any pain or strain. Shoulder blades, our arms press the chest up. Our low ribs are pressing up. Our head is relaxing a little bit. And now we start to inhale. We just exhaled, inhale into the pelvis, taking our low back down, glutes stick out, shoulders down the spine, chest in between the arms, chin into the neck. Doing some cat-cows. And then let's do an exhale. Lift the navel, press the abdominals into the spine, press the arms away, chest going in between the shoulder blades, low belly lifting towards the sky, only so far as our low back doesn't hurt. And then we exhale. We inhale, we expand, start to press or let the low belly come down, shoulders go back, chest comes forward, chin tucks into the neck. And then once again, we exhale, lift the navel, press the abdominals into the spine, press the low ribs into the spine, shoulders down the back, neck face relaxed. And then we're going to do one more round. Inhale, start to let the shoulders come down the spine, jaw into the neck. We're inhaling into the pelvis to protect our low back, coming down towards the floor, and our chest comes in between our arms. And then one last cat pose. We exhale, the abs press in, the low ribs press up, our arms press away, and our glutes press down. Now we're gonna go back to long spine. In order to do this, both our low belly and our low back lift, our low ribs press up, our chin into our neck, our jaw into our neck, head of the crown of the head long. Take a step away from your chair, and now's a little bit of a reward. We're going to do a forward fold, which is really nice for grounding. Bend the knees generously. Use the arms on the seat of the chair for as much support as you feel. That allows you to feel stable. Start to relax the arms, relax the abdominals, and lengthen the spine down towards the floor. Now, if your low back is hurting, bend the knees and come up. Use the chair. We don't want to hurt our low back. That gets a lot of abuse while we're sitting. Instead, use the arms to gently come into a forward fold, however deep that looks. I don't care if your tight hamstrings allows you to go up here. You don't need to go all the way down. We're just taking some tension out of the body. Relax the face, relax the crown of the head. Take a few deep breaths into the torso. Take tension out of our face. Unring our shoulders. We have two options if your hands are away. They can dangle or they can go up on our low back to allow our neck more room to maneuver. If at any point your low back hurts, come on up. But we're going to stay here for just a few more breaths. Great. Relax, relieve however much tension feels accessible to relax, let go. And now, arms can come forward. We inhale, extend the spine, chest comes forward, abdominals lift, and now bend the knees, lift, exhale, compress the low belly and low back. Move with your pelvis, your engaged pelvis, it comes forward, hips come forward, shoulders relax down, tips of the shoulder blades go down the spine. Arms, we do the unringing, we do the opening, arms rotate back, and great. Good job. So we have about 9 more minutes and we're going to practice a little bit of neck flossing, relaxing our neck. And a lot of us have been doing one portion of it wrong. So we're going to learn how to properly relax and stretch out our neck. First, we take the right ear, I think this ear, bring it to your shoulder. Only so far as you're not experiencing pain. We're stretching out this side. This shoulder does not come up. If it's coming up, you're going too far. Only go so far to the side as this shoulder does not reach up. You can optionally extend the stretch without pain. If you are stretching, lengthening, stretching while it hurts, self-defeating, damaging. Don't do that. Only stretch without pain or strain. So this shoulder comes down. The side of our neck is relaxed. Our chin is not tucking in. It's not sticking out. The jaw's in neutral. Now, we're going to come forward. This is the only time I'm going to cue you to do this. 1 second. Sorry, I have an AI camera in the background going on YouTube and it is acting up. It responds to my fingers. So if I seem like I'm casting spells, 1, I am. 2, it's me directing the camera. So anyway, our ears to our shoulder, and this is the only time I'm going to tell you to do this. Tuck the chin into the neck. Why we don't need to do this too much is our upper back is chronically stressed whenever we're in our seated, driving, desktop, gaming, crafting posture. The upper back is usually overstretched, our chest is over tight. So we don't do that too long. We go up to the other side, our other ear to our other neck. Make sure the hips are not sticking out. We want them nice and centered. And then the arm on the opposite side, we can grab it and gently keep it down. Once again, we're stretching the side of our neck. If there's pain or strain, we're actually worsening the issue. So only come as far down as our shoulder doesn't come up. And then we're not going to go back like this. This is not actually good for our neck. Instead, we're going to, with a long back of the neck, with our chin, our jaw into the neck, we windshield wiper from this side to that side. And we're back in our first stretch, neck stretch, go back down, up, and then windshield wiper. I don't know about y'all, but my neck is doing snap, crackle, pop right now, which is okay. We're just not trying to experience pain or strain. Now, do it the other way. We're going to, instead of moving like that, we'll move over, chin into neck. Relax. We're relaxing, taking as much tension as is accessible for our body out of the movement. We're letting blood flow into our iron shoulders, our tech neck. We're lubricating the discs in between the vertebrae in our spine. Now, I'm going to teach you how to properly stretch the back of your neck. It'll feel weird because we don't actually know how to do it. So, a lot of people think that we stretch the back of the neck by going back in space. No, this worsens the crick. This compresses our neck spine. We don't want to do this. Instead, level gaze. Level gaze. I know my fellow gays aren't always the most stable and level, but in this space, our eyes are going to be right forward and our jaw. This is the most important part. Our chin does not go down, it does not go up. Our jaw goes right back in space. So, do you see the difference between taking the jaw back in space, lengthening the neck, versus going like this? We are taking the jaw back, lengthening the neck instead of collapsing it. So this is actually a stretch. Now, I do this quite a lot. You might not get back that far. That's okay. Literally, just going back even a few inches will start to counteract this hunchback. If you want to fight the hunchback, we do a long spine and we take the jaw back in space, respecting our limitations, respecting how mobile and open we are. If we can't go far back, work your edge. So this is actually how to properly stretch out the back of the neck. To protect the rest of your spine, your low belly wants to lift and your low back does not want to collapse forward. We're doing the low belly lift, chin, jaw, back in space, and then forward. Once again, chin back in space, and then forward. So we're about finished with class today. Our midday reset on wiring our working bodies. As a recap, you can do this to help out your spine, your body, whenever you're sitting for long periods of time, whenever you're doing repetitive movements at work. To recap, what do? Palms up. This relaxes the carpal tunnel, right? This compresses our carpal tunnel. This relaxes. Then what do we do next? We rotate our shoulders open. What does this do? It compresses our chest and it forces our neck to lift whenever we breathe in. Instead, we rotate the arms out so that when we breathe, goes into the side chest. Literally opening our arms up like that saves our neck 20,000 breathing lifts. Okay? So this is, we are here, up, open, and then to stretch out the inside of our arms, we go like this. So that's unringing the top of our body. Next thing we practiced was how to sit up, because when we sit, we're training our body to sit. When we practice standing up, we're training ourselves to go from sitting to moving. So what do? We inhale, expand into the low back and the low ribs. And then on an exhale, this is really important, we lift the muscles in our pelvis, our pelvic floor, in between our low belly and low back. We lift it up. We use that low belly momentum. We put weight into our feet, and then we lead with that pelvis lifting up. We just stretched out our tight hip flexors that get chronically tight like this. We stretch out our tight hip flexors. We add this movement. What did we do? We reverse engineered sitting, slouching posture. The last secret The last secret to the secret sauce is we take our jaw back in space. We are stretching out our tight front. We are strengthening our amnesic back. We're lifting our low belly, lengthening our hip flexors. We're pressing our glutes down. So for everyone who joined, I do 30-minute work reset day reset classes Wednesday and Thursday, 12:15 to 12:45 EST. Join me tomorrow if you also want to work on reverse engineering our seating posture and resetting our body, preparing for a less painful, more functional, easier to move rest of our day. Great job, everyone. It was so nice to practice, and have a nice day. Take care. This is my first live, so I have no idea how to turn it off. Okay, some comments. Oh, hi, everyone. Hi, loves. We're actually at the end. Join me tomorrow, 12:15, for a unringing our working body posture. Love y'all. And how do I turn that?